Welcome back everybody to another Secrets You Missed in our most viral videos. If you're new to the channel, welcome and thank you so much for tuning in. It has been about a year since I started this series and it is literally my favorite type of video to film. I mean, we're on episode 5, so obviously I love filming it, but you guys actually really love these videos as well. I literally cannot stress how many times I go on my YouTube channel, read my comments, and all the comments are saying, go make another secrets video, please make another secrets video. Gladly. Okay, so here we are on episode 5 of Secrets You Missed in our most viral videos. All I have to say is if you enjoy them, I'm gonna keep making them. I also have to say that the more of these videos that I film, the more comfortable that I get talking about certain things that I normally wouldn't talk about in other videos. AKA, this is definitely one of the most juiciest and personal secrets I've ever made in a very long time. So make sure you're comfortable, grab a cozy blanket, grab a snack, a drink, maybe a coffee if it's the morning for you, and just sit back, relax, and enjoy this video because you worked very hard this week. It's time for you to relax and someone to spoil you. So with that being said, let's begin. So for story number 1, we actually have something that's very embarrassing for me to talk about. It's the story about what happened to my first ever car, aka the car that Brian got me. So when I was about 18 years old, I was going through a bunch of stuff. I don't want to say I was depressed because depressed is a very strong word, but I was going through it. A very tough time. Felt like, oh my gosh, the end of the world. Like I'm 18 years old and I don't have my whole entire life figured out, you know? And it just felt really crappy. And I kind of went into this like dark place where I didn't really laugh too much or hang out with my friends as much. But Brian, being my best friend, would always try to cheer me up. He was always coming to my house, trying to make me laugh, trying to take me out to eat. And he knew that I was saving up for a car, and he also knew that things weren't going so well, so he literally went very out of his way to buy me a Mercedes Benz.
It's your car, Anthony. It's your car. I swear to God, it's your car. I just got you one. I just got you a new Mercedes. I swear that's your car, bro.
He did the craziest thing that anybody has ever done for me, ever. He literally bought me a new Mercedes Benz. Mind you, I was 18 years old with this car, thinking that I was the hottest thing of all time. It was the dopest thing ever, and it's a moment I will never ever forget in my life. But enough about the good things. Let's get into how I destroyed this vehicle. Okay, well, technically it wasn't my fault, but I'll let you guys be the judge. So after Brian gave me the car, I got so many of the conversations of be very careful when you drive, always wear your seatbelt. Brian literally told me, he's like, yo, always wear your seatbelt, bro, don't ever go on your phone. And of course I had my license at the time. It wasn't like I was just driving willy-nilly, but you know, I didn't have a car at the time. I was just practicing by using my mom's car. And in my head, I didn't care about safety. In my head, I'm like, this is the most expensive thing that I've ever owned and might ever own in my life. I wanted to take such good care of the car. I didn't care about myself. I literally only cared about the car. It was the coolest thing that I've ever had for 9 days. One night I'm sitting at home and my friends and I from high school had a group chat and we made plans to go to the festival because there was like a festival down the street from my house, like right by our school. And you know, I have the Mercedes, so everyone's like, yo, come scoop us up. And I'm like, all right, bet, let's do it. They're like 10 minutes away from my house. So I get in my car and I start driving. I don't even have to get on the freeway. It's all just back roads. And just my luck, a very idiotic, stupid, careless driver is on the road, the exact road that I'm on. You know, the people that don't care about anything besides getting to their destination, no matter what anyone else's schedule is looking like. They don't care if it's a family with 3 children in the car. They don't care. Get out of the way. They need to. You do that again, you're out. So anyways, I'm driving down this road and this very dumb driver is on the opposite side of me coming this way. Okay, this is my car, my right hand, and this is their car. But this car wanted to turn into an entrance to my right, but they have to cross my lane to get there. Mind you, I'm going about 50 miles an hour at this time. No intention to stop. There's a green light. I have the right of way, of course. And I'll never ever forget this. I see this person's car wanting to turn, but it's not like I'm gonna slam my brakes and let them go. So I'm driving. I'm like, they're gonna wait for me to pass. There's no rush. And she's completely stopped at this time. She's not like rolling or nothing. She stopped waiting to turn. I cannot stress that enough. Now, I don't know why she did this, what was going on through her mind, but she decided to just drive. Right as my car is here, she decides to just go 50 miles per hour, collision, straight on, right into the face of the cars. Guys, when I tell you, I'll never forget, this moment went in slow motion for me. Okay, shout out Trey Songz. This literally, I remember this piece by piece. Her car moving in front of my car, like she floored it in front of my car. And I just remember seeing this woman's face as our cars collided. The woman's windshield explodes and literally shards of glass go into this woman's face. It was the most graphic thing an 18-year-old could ever see. I literally slammed my face on my steering wheel. My retainer that is nudged tightly into both rows of my teeth fly out of my mouth. Okay, they literally flew out of my mouth to God knows where. I haven't seen them to this day. Airbags are deployed. I'm hearing cars honking. I'm hearing people running outside the car. I can't see anything. There's like airbags everywhere. I get out the car. Immediately, I just look at the person dragging themselves out of the car, and I run to them like, hey, are you okay? Like, are you okay? Like, I want to make sure they're okay, because I legit saw this person get glass dispersed in their face. Blood everywhere, bro. It was crazy. Like, this woman got obliterated by her windshield. First of all I could think was that could have been me. And second of all, I can only imagine my mother, because she looked like a mom with like kids, maybe like older. And I was just thinking like, dude, this could be my mom. Like, I can't even get mad right now. I made sure she was okay, which she wasn't, by the way, but there was nothing I could do because I'm not a medic. So there was a guy walking his dog, and I'm like, please, sir, call 911. I can't find my phone. I can't find my phone. I went into my car trying to look for my phone. Literally couldn't find my phone. So the guy that's walking his dog, he's like, are you okay? Blah, blah, like calls 911. I'm looking for my phone. It's in the back in my trunk, bro. My phone went from my like cup holder to my trunk, dog. That's how hard I got hit. Okay, the cars were so smashed together, the tow truck drivers had to floor both cars in reverse, and all you hear is like literally the cars were not like moving. They had to straight up like floor the cars and rip them apart. That's how bad this accident was. You know, my dad came and he's like, is everything okay? Like, are you okay? Blah, blah, like, don't worry about the car. Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I remember getting home. I'm staring at my phone. I'm just like, okay, I gotta call Brian and tell him what had just happened. That was the first thing on my mind. Obviously, by the way, that woman, I did not make her pay for the damages or anything. The car was just lost. I felt really bad. Like, I'm not the type of person to make someone pay, you know? You just can't do that. I don't have that kind of heart to like sue someone or like make someone like pay. It's a mistake. It's an accident. You're an idiot, obviously. Don't ever drive a vehicle again. You could kill someone, but just, I'm not going to be the one to like make you pay, you know? Like, everyone goes through hard times, right? Everybody makes mistakes, but don't ever get on the road, you stupid idiot. So I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, okay, I got to call Brian's, and I'm terrified because I'm putting myself in his shoes, right? He has all the right to completely cuss me out, call me a diphthong, tell me he's never talking to me again. He just spent his hard-earned money on a car for me. He just did it out of the kindness of his heart, and I treat it like that. I get in a car accident. Obviously, it wasn't my fault, but like the way I was thinking at the time, everyone's gonna think it's my fault. I'm young. Like, people think I'm reckless. They're gonna think I crashed the car, whatever, right? I called Brian, and I got the most biggest wake up call of my life. He wasn't even mad. He literally was like, bro, F the car. Are you okay? Where are you? I'm gonna come pick you up. Do you need to go to the hospital? Like, just flooding me with like love and making sure I'm okay. And I'm like, bro, yeah, I'm fine. But like, I just destroyed the car that you got me with your hard earned money. He's like, bro, I don't care. That's how the world works. You never know what's gonna happen next. And I really like thought about that for a very long time. Cause I'm like, dude, because someone else could have been really pissed about that. But I guess he was only happy that I was okay and alive, because I could have really died there. That could have been the enemy. I literally wouldn't be here today if that happened. So yeah, that's story number one. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that I crashed my first ever car that Brian got me, but not a lot of people know how I crashed it. So yeah, that's the story. Let's move on to story number two. So story number two is something that I would normally never, ever talk about. It's a very sensitive topic. It happened like 2 years ago. And the reason I never talked about it is because I could be sued for millions and millions of dollars. But I literally don't care, because these people try to scam my subscribers, the people that watch my videos. And that's just something like, I literally can't sleep at night knowing that they could have got away with that. And yeah, here's the story. So a brand reached out to us about a drink. I'm not even gonna get into it. Like, I'm not gonna mention their name or nothing like that. Just because I'd rather not get sued. So yeah, so a brand reached out about a drink. Hey, we want you to promote this drink. Let me just give you guys a backstory. No matter what it is, if a brand reaches out, we do research on this like crazy. I would never ever promote a company that does anything shady. I would never promote a company that I can't get behind, that I can't use. I just would never do that. Anything that I've ever promoted, I use religiously. Like, for example, Manscaped. We did a video on Manscaped. I literally use Manscaped every single time that I shave. Air up. I use Air Up religiously. I literally, besides right now, I'm drinking juice, but when I have a very busy day and I don't want to like be tied down with sugar and stuff, I use Air Up. Leslie uses Air Up. Like Aporo, for example. This is Aporo. Any brand I've ever associated with, I use religiously. We get a lot of offers from brand deals. 90% of them we don't even take because I'm like, I wouldn't use this. I'm not going to sell it to my subscribers. Anyways, this brand, they hit me with something crazy. They tell me that they're going to allow me to give away a Tesla that they are fully going to fund. I get to give away a Tesla to one of my subscribers. Bro, I was just thinking to myself, there's a crazy moment. Imagine if I get to give away a freaking Tesla, right? But hold on, because you don't even know what these people did, right? Obviously, they also offered money for the promotion. I'm like, all right, bet, you know, like I'm not gonna say no to it. So we do the research on the brand. We see tons of creators promoting this brand. We see this brand is like on homepages of Instagram. It's on TikTok. Like this is a real brand here. It's not like someone just created some fake web. No, this is like an established company. I'm like, bro, this is looking good. We did research for a month straight. Okay. Everything came out perfect, squeaky clean. So I'm like, all right, let's do this Tesla giveaway. I'm going to mention it in my video. Boom. We mentioned the Tesla giveaway. They're like, dude, put it in the title too. Like, I'm like, bro, bet. Like, let's put it in the title. All you had to do was like buy one thing from their website or whatever, right? It was looking good. By the way, we had signed contracts. They literally paid half the money up front. I'm like, there's no way that these guys are scamming. 2 days later, I'm like, yo, talk to my manager. I'm like, yo, what's up with these people? Like, have you heard anything? It's like, no, like the email that I'm talking to is gone. It's not even in service anymore. I have no access to these guys. They have not reached out. I'm trying to hit up this person. No one's replying to me. They ghosted us, bro. When I tell you my heart sank into my butthole, all I could think of was like, there's probably people actively buying stuff from this website in hopes of getting a Tesla. And here these people are not honoring their deal. Right away, I went and I deleted the whole thing off YouTube. And I'm like, bro, I'm not even gonna risk that. To this day, they have not reached out, nothing. We haven't heard nothing from them. Literally tried to scam my subscribers. And like, that was a horrible moment for me because I've never been involved in anything like that. And obviously it's not like people like wasted their whole livelihood to try to win this Tesla. Of course, it wasn't even a big deal. It's probably like someone probably spent like 20 bucks, you know? You still get the product if you spend the 20 bucks. You just didn't get the raffle to win the Tesla. But that's still a scam because you're saying like, what if someone doesn't even want the product? They just want a Tesla. How many people could have wasted 20 bucks in 3 days? So I felt like crap. I could care less if I got scammed. Like nothing's gonna happen to me, but like you're gonna scam the people that gave me my whole entire life. I don't ever want to be involved in something like that. So we just took the safe route, deleted the whole thing. Even if they came back and said, hey, we were just on vacation or something, I didn't care because I'm not even gonna take that risk. They literally didn't even message back. So we could have sued them, but like I said, not that type of guy. So I was like, bro, let them go. Like, it's not like somebody lost like hundreds of thousands of dollars, like whatever, let's not go through this. And I don't like bad energy or trying to like go after somebody for anything. It's just weird to me. It's pointless. I'm gonna survive and we're gonna avoid that in the future. So what's really lost here? But I could potentially be sued for millions of dollars for even just saying all this. So yeah, the law is very weird. Even though I didn't mention a name, I could still be in trouble. But let's move on to story number 3. All right, guys. So for story number 3, we have another very sensitive topic that I didn't want to talk about, but it's something to think about, and it's currently happening. So I'm going to tell you guys about it. So 9 months ago, I got my girlfriend Leslie pregnant, and unfortunately, the baby didn't make it. If you want to know the whole story, there's a video on my channel about it. It's called The Worst News of Our Lives. If you really want to know the whole story, you just go watch that video 9 months ago. Anyways, this was a very tragic moment for us. We have always wanted a child, and it actually hit us super hard.
Like this is Uncle Rug right here, guys. Wait, are you being serious?
Yeah, I swear to God.
Oh,
this is for baby Carter.
And baby Carter, your dad cusses a lot, and like he's gonna be a good dad, and I'm a good uncle.
But like I said, it's been 9 months, and technically around this time the baby would have been born. Who knows if it would have been a boy or a girl? I know I shouldn't be thinking about this, obviously, but I mean, it's kind of hard, right? It's been 9 months, baby would have been out right now. Boy or girl, we don't know. Name, we had a name if it was a boy, which would be Carter, and we didn't think too deep about it. Like if it was a girl, I just always knew if I had a baby boy, I want to name him Carter. But yeah, I just feel like it actually is an amazing time for us to have a baby, because like we just got the house, we're settled, like things are just going really smooth. I'm in a really good spot, and so is Leslie. Things are just looking up. But yeah, super hard moment talking about this and even just thinking about it. It's just crazy to think that like right now Leslie wouldn't be behind me like watching something on her phone. Instead, she would be taking care of our child. And right now another member would have been added to the channel, like someone that you guys would literally be watching grow. And it's not like that can never happen again, obviously. It's just it kind of scarred us. Yeah, we're just like waiting for that to heal, and then we're gonna, you know, see what happens. And for everyone saying like you're not married yet, I see a lot of comments like that. I don't know if it's just my dad and mom on like 50 different accounts, because that's how they are in Iraq. But I promise you guys, Leslie and I are practically married. The only reason that I haven't like put a ring on it is because I want to make that moment insane and special and plan it out a lot. So yeah, but in my head, Leslie and I are married. I'm not even probably gonna give her a ring or anything. So yeah, kind of feels like that moment was like ripped from us. But you can't really think about it that way. It's hard not to, but you can't like really think about it like that. That's how I be feeling sometimes. God has a plan for everybody. Life works in very mysterious ways, and we just gotta like live on. So let's move on to story number 4. So for story number 4, we have another car accident, but this one was like way weirder. Okay, so you guys know I did a video with Tory Lanez about 2 years ago where we pretty much went to Tory Lanez's house and I like tormented him for like 4 hours straight, annoying the hell out of him. And yeah, free the bro, first of all. And second of all, yeah, so after that video, it's like 9 o'clock at night, and it was me, Leslie, and Clint. And we're like, okay, let's go home. We had like a 2.5 hour drive ahead of us. Boom, we get on the road. We're on the freeway. A little bit of traffic, nothing crazy. We're going about 60 miles an hour. We're talking about the video and like what just happened, and like that was really cool and whatever. And you know, talking about how we're gonna like edit this and whatever. And I look up at my rear view mirror and I literally get a heart attack because of what I see. I mean, this is a nightmare for anybody in the driver's seat of a vehicle. I look up and I see a car, guys, going the speed of light, bro, like literally like 100 and something miles per hour, speeding right behind me. Okay, they were too close to the point where I knew 110,000% we're about to get hit in the back very freaking hard. My mind just took over. I floored my car, you know, because we're driving. Obviously you don't want to stop. There's no way for me to go right or left because we're in the far left lane. There's a bumper to my left and there's a car to my right. There's no escape for me. All I could think of was just floor my car to match their speed, or try to as fast as I can, but I wasn't in a very fast car at the time. And I just remember grabbing Leslie like this. I just put my arm there and I just like got ready, and like not even a second later, boom, rams into the back of our car. Our car literally spins out on the freeway. It was insane. And I just see the car had took no damage and just floors it right past us. I'm like, dude, hell no. I'm like, is everybody good? Yeah, they're good. Boom, I floor it. I'm driving to make sure this car pulls over. They finally pull over, right? I'm like, bro, I can't wait to see who the hell is in this car, bro. You will not believe it. We get out the car. They get out the car. They're like, oh my God, it's a couple, mine and Leslie's age, in their 20s. Oh my God, we're so sorry. We're so sorry. We're so sorry. I'm like, all right, you know, they're very apologetic. It was an accident once again. And then I get closer. The smell of alcohol, the most dilated pupils I've ever seen. Like literally so obviously on drugs. They're like clenching their jaws and stuff. The weirdest like scenario ever. I'm like, why are you behind a wheel? Why are you guys driving on the freeway? And I got super angry at them, and they were super nice, but I just got so mad because here, I'll put it in perspective for you. I'm sure a lot of you guys have thought about this, right? Picture someone that you love dearly, either your wife or your mom or your dad. Right now, you're sitting at home watching this video. Let's say your mom or your dad are coming back from work and that person does that to them, but instead your parents or your loved one's car flips and God forbid something happens to your loved one. All because these two people, guess why they crashed? Because they said they were arguing and the guy was not paying attention to the road. So because of a petty little argument between two 20-year-olds that are on drugs and drunk driving, your mother, father, wife, son, husband, boyfriend, whatever, are now no longer here. That's how fast things could change. All because of those two people that literally do not care about the lives of other people. That's where my anger stems from. So obviously I didn't want to just leave, right? Leslie, me, and Clint were like, dude, we're not just gonna let these people get back on the road. So I'm like, here, I'm not gonna press charges, but here's what you're gonna do. You're not getting in your car. You're gonna Uber a friend or a family member right now that's gonna come back and that's gonna drive your car. No, none of you are getting behind the wheel. We literally waited. Their family member showed up, took the car. They're like, we're so sorry. We're so sorry. Please don't sue. Please don't blah, blah. I'm like, bro, take the car and go. Like, look at these two people. They could have killed someone tonight. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. Unforgettable experience. But yeah, It happened, whatever. My crazy life, right? Let's move on to the final story, and the one I'm literally most excited to talk about because I got so much hate for it. It is literally about my last video, aka me retiring my girlfriend, which actually got a lot of love, like so much love. And you guys were like so supportive, and it like melted me to my core, right? So many of you guys are like, dude, we dream of doing this for our significant others. You're doing so good. You've matured, blah, blah, blah. You made her dream come true. And I'm like, dude, this is what I do it for, right? I don't do it for her. I do it for you guys. So then I read the comments that are different, right? And there was a good amount of them for this video. I guess a little bit it's my fault because I didn't make this crystal clear. There was 3 main topics. One of them was that I didn't actually retire Leslie. I just gave her another job. So let me go into detail about that. Basically, I told Leslie to quit her job because I felt she really needed a break. And I told her I opened a clothing line for you because her dream is to own her own business. And I'm like, here, first step. There you go. Here, I opened a clothing line for you. Do whatever you want. It's not like pay your bills with this clothing line. And I never wanted to say this and throw this out there in anyone's face. I'm now taking over all of Leslie's bills. This is so dumb that I have to say this. I'm paying her car. I'm paying her phone. I'm paying everything. Doesn't at all change the fact that she literally does everything for me, for other people. Without her, I would not be in this house. She deserves like everything that I have. So it didn't feel right for me to have her working and then also doing everything for me in terms of like helping me with the channel, cleaning, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's crazy to see all the people just saying like, you didn't actually retire her. You're just forcing her to work another job. But no, Leslie doesn't have to do clothing. That clothing line that I opened, we're gonna have clothing on there regardless, but it's not like she has to make her money through that, and it's not like she has to make money at all. I love Leslie. We're practically married, like I said, and I'm going to take over everything because that's what she deserves. Since I was a kid, my dad always taught me, you pamper your woman, the woman that you love. You do anything for them. You work your ass off and you make sure that they're as happy as possible no matter what. They're going to hold you down in the thickest, worst times. They're the realest people to you. There's no one more important than your woman. So that's just the way I grew up, and that's the way I'm gonna treat Leslie for the rest of my life. Now, the second thing that I kept on freaking reading, hey, maybe Leslie kept on saying no, she doesn't want to quit her job because she doesn't see herself being with you in the future and is looking out for her own future, right? Now, that's a good argument. It's crazy that I have to explain this. I don't live my life with my eyes closed. I'm here with my girlfriend every single day for the last 4 years. Right? We've been living together. I would know if she didn't want to be with me. Like, dude, we love each other more than anything in the world. The reason she didn't want to quit is because she didn't want me to take over her bills. She's like, I don't want to put you in that position. Like, it was because she cared about me. It wasn't because she didn't think we were going to be together for the rest of our lives. It makes sense and it doesn't make sense. Like, I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, it's like, I don't get where you're coming from. The third comment. Now, this third comment is literally the dumbest one, bro. And like, it actually fires me up. Okay. So it literally says, here comes the downward spiral of Leslie and Anthony's relationship. Here it comes, dude. They're going to be living together. They're going to be spending too much time with each other. Leslie's not going to be working. She's going to annoy Anthony and they're going to get into arguments and break up and blah, blah. Dude, Jesus, man. I'm going to say this and I hope it like burns deep in anyone's skull. This relationship is nothing, 0%, nothing like the relationship that you see anywhere else on social media. Okay, this is not a social media relationship. We do not break up and get back together and break up and get back together and all this childish and argue and then break up and then go on social media. No, it's none. Like, dude, it's so different. Any problem we have, we'll always work it out no matter what, because at the end of the day, we love each other. We're in this. I love Leslie to death. Leslie loves me to death. There's the only thing that would ever stop this relationship is if one of us cheated on each other. And trust me, it's more likely that aliens come and land on planet Earth than any of us would do that childish, weird stuff. You need to stop filling your mind with toxicity. If you're watching this video and you have someone that you really love and you feel the same way, you know what I'm talking about. But there's just like a few people out there that are just like, they look at these relationships on social media and they're like, yeah, I can't ever get in a relationship. Trust me, social media is disgusting for relationships. I strongly advise that, like, if you're a content creator, don't put too much of your relationship out there. It's just not healthy, bro. So yeah, that's all I want to say. Obviously, I'm not actually like pissed. I just wanted to clarify that for the people that were thinking that any of those things were true. I actually did retire Leslie and we are together forever. But yeah, with that being said, we're literally here in the new house for the first ever Secrets You Missed in the new house. Like, we used to have a fireplace playing on the TV. Now we have a real fireplace. How crazy is that, bro? I love you guys so much. So you guys are literally the reason that I smile every single day. Not Leslie. I actually hate her. She's actually getting really annoying since she's been home. But I love you guys so much. Wish me luck living with this freaking devil. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.